Hey guys, Dave with Moniology here. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. Today is February 23rd, 2020, and this is the precious metal sector review. We'll take a look at various different ETFs in the PM space from daily, weekly, and perhaps even monthly perspective to give us a better sense of where we're at. This video is public, and we'll be publishing premium videos later on in the week. Challenge I have right now, guys, for the premium subscribers is we're having some issues with the website, so we're going to be posting this particular video and all the public videos on YouTube for the time being. So let's have a look at daily juniors ETF GDXJ. So you see here we broke out here above 43 level, and that's a very big breakout because we've been consolidating here since July. So finally we broke out here, and our target upon that breakout was 49. So I still think we're going to get there, and perhaps relatively soon, especially as we're going to have some added volatility likely in the coming weeks in the equity markets. We closed the week above the 69 level, which is very important. So a follow through next week would be incredibly bullish for the sector. The majors, GDX, same sort of thing, except they have not yet broken out. So that's interesting. But looks like they're on the verge of doing so above 31. This is a very strong buy, and we'll look through the weekly chart to get a sense of a potential target. GLD, so this is gold here. Gold is interesting because it's breaking out without a doubt, but on the daily, there's some negative divergence here, right? We've hit a massively new high. Momentum is not making new highs, so that's something to be wary of, but not necessarily a reason to be bearish. But again, if it does pull back, perhaps there's a gap right there. So a pullback to this level wouldn't surprise me given this negative divergent high for the time being. But if there's a follow through tomorrow and we go something like that, then I'll obviously that's going to be for naught. Palladium daily. Palladium is looking really good despite some negative divergence here. I think it's setting up for new highs in the coming days and weeks ahead. I don't know what's taking place in Palladium, but it's just this is one of the most incredible charts I've ever seen. So, and I've been doing this for close to 25 years now. Anyway, Palladium again, daily chart looks bullish, but it needs to break through this particular trend line in momentum. Here's platinum daily. So platinum is interesting because it's tied to palladium, right? It's a platinum group metal, but it's also tied to the overall state of the economy. So if the economy continues to weaken due to this coronavirus scare, then platinum might continue to pull back. But if platinum is to go higher, it needs to break above that 95 level on the PPLT. Also needs to hold that 50 RSI level. Excuse me. All right, so silver juniors daily. So silver juniors have broken out of this cup and handle pattern right now. You see the round and bottom bullish flag breakout here. Now we're above the 50-week 50-day rather moving average, and if we break that 1155 area, which was the previous high, then I think we're going to make a very sharp run towards 1267 or 1270 area, and potentially higher. But keep in mind that we have not yet broken the 61 level. So silver juniors aren't acting as strong as the gold juniors right now. So we have to watch that carefully. If this can't break the 61 level, I could see a rollover. And then it can go like this. It can go like this. But bottom line is this 61 level is a very critical inflection point to be watching. If you're not already long, I would be waiting to see what it does here before making that decision, and kind of go. And if it does pull back, I think a pullback towards the 50 weekday moving average is kind of where I'd be looking at support. Silver majors. Now, silver majors are doing really strong, so that's a very positive sign. I think the next target is at 33.50, and then a breakout there would be extremely bullish. The fact that we are above the 61 level is a very positive sign. The 69 RSI level is the next area that I would be watching very closely. SLV ETF, this is the daily chart. So this one kind of broke out from a double top as well as a bullish flag consolidation, and silver looks to be on the SLV on its way towards 18.4, which is the highest set back in September. I think that corresponds to about the 2021 area. So silver's got some work to do, but it's got a lot of upside. We broke above 61 and back tested it successfully. So I think silver is going to be bullish next week. Okay, here are the weekly charts. GDXJ. This is the 49 area that I'm watching right now. That's going to be the area where I'm taking my first profits in this particular trade. And I would not all be surprised if we hit that next week. This was up close to 10% last week. And like I said, in the grand scheme of things, this is just getting started. But there's going to be a lot of volatility. Don't be afraid to take your profits, especially if you've been riding this from the lows in the mid 20s here. The gold majors haven't yet broken out, but again, that 31 level is a very critical level to watch. That breaks out this week. You're going to see major moves to the upside in the GDXJ. The difference is the GDXJ has already hit the 2016 highs, whereas the GDXJ isn't even close to it. Um, so breakout to new to all time highs here, and I think you're going to be seeing some um, interesting price action in the coming months. Let's take a look at this from a monthly perspective to give us a better sense of what's taking place. So look at this from a monthly. At 31, this is a rounded bottom, cup and handle. Oh, and it hasn't had a handle yet, but this breaks out. I think we're looking at that 38 level, previous support, and then possibly as high as 52. So there's a lot of upside here, and that's why it's important to look at things in multiple time frames. All right, so here's the GLD weekly, and again, breaking out to new highs. Momentum is strong, still slightly negative, but I think this is going to break that barrier. Let's have a look at the GLD from a monthly perspective. All right, so you see the pattern here. I mean, this is an incredibly bullish chart. I don't know how else to put it. Once the neckline was broken about that 130 level, consolidated here for a while, and then boom, broke out. So the next target is that 174 on the GLD, and then eventually that 185 level. So there's a lot of room to go for the steam to to rise, if you will. But the fact that we're above the 69 level is incredibly bullish in the GLD. All right, Palladium Weekly looks incredibly strong. I don't know what the target is, but so long as it stays above that 13-week EMA around 209 right now, this is bullish. If you're long, I would continue riding this wave. I mean, this could double or triple, or not. I know, and nobody really knows. But so long as it's bullish, stay bullish and ride this train. Platinum Weekly. So platinum needs to break this 97 to 98 area for it to make a run towards 114. So it's got some work to do, and I'm really not confident that platinum has the ability to break out right now. But this is a very good looking long term rounded bottom. So eventually, if it can break out, and look at this. This is actually interesting. So you've got a really nice trend line being set up here, right? And so far we're making higher highs and higher lows. So if it can hold this level and break, that will be your confirmation. But on a trade basis, only above 98 am I comfortable to be holding this long. Silver Juniors Weekly, consolidating here since July of last year and looks to be on the verge of a breakout. My target here is 1950. So you've got a lot of upside still ahead. So if this breaks, being long here makes a lot of sense. Possibly getting some options or a double long leverage ETF. Silver majors, same sort of thing, but this one's already breaking out here. Next price target is that 34 level, and then eventually a potential double all the way to 51. So silver, unlike the gold majors, silver majors nowhere near close to the 2016 highs. So you've got a lot of catching up to do. SLV weekly. This is the kind of the area that I'm looking for initially, and then eventually 1950, which likely coincides with around the 22 level on the SLV. But the move in silver is going to be explosive if my perspective holds in the market. Okay, couple of ratio charts. Uh, so you've got the gold juniors finally starting to outperform the metal, and you're making a move towards that 61 level. Looks like that's going to break higher. So I expect continued higher prices in the equities, in the PM equities. The juniors against the majors, making new highs. We pulled back last week, but if this 61 level holds, I think we're going to be moving higher, and the juniors are going to continue to outperform the majors. But you see the trend is up, and that's a very bullish sign for the sector. Silver juniors against silver. So they had been just consolidating since December, but looks to me like there's a trend change right now. That looks to me like it's about to break higher, and that would be a very positive sign for silver. Silver juniors against silver majors. So silver juniors have not been performing strong. So, but they are now above the 38 level. So that's potentially some signs of a rising tide. And notice PPO, right? That is a very, very, very positive sign for the sector if PPO breaks to the upside and starts to run. Guys, that's it for this particular public video. Stay tuned later on this week for a premium review of various different stocks in the sector. And if any of you premium subscribers would like me to review your precious metals portfolio, send me a private email to dave@moniology.com. That email now works once again, and I'll be happy to review it later on in the week. Take care.